First day of practice for Nick Mardner. What are you expecting to see out of your number one draft pick from this year?
Well, I'm looking to see him learn and get out and show the athletic ability that he has. Obviously, he's a couple days late, but we're super excited to have him. And Coach Moore is going to do a fantastic job with him, integrating him into the offense, and we'll do that continually. I think if you saw it today, he took spotted reps to throw him in there and not, immerse him too deep in the first day.
I guess the body type is something, we talk about his size as being something that could be effectively used in a passing game. But what kind of impact do you expect he'll have?
Well, that's an interesting question. He's a young guy, he's coming up and hasn't played Canadian football in a while. We know when he gets up to speed, he's going to come in and he's going to push Keaton and the other Canadian receivers and the whole receiving corps. He's got a unique skill set. Obviously he's a very big target out there. He's got a fantastic catch radius, and probably starting off moving him on the outside, but he's got the ability to move inside as well. He's a very dynamic young man, and so we just want to integrate him and not overload him early, but we really feel he'll be an effective target in our offense.
What about Dante Bull? Left the field yesterday, was on crutches. What kind of update can you give on him?
And I really wish I could give you a good update, or I should say more information than I'm able to right now. Dante, is obviously better than what we had anticipated. We'll see what happens, when he gets the test that he needs. And we'll work forward with that when we get that information.
You say better than anticipated, so it doesn't look like something that could be long-term?
Well, I guess your long-term and my long-term may be different, right? Because at this time of year, 2 weeks could be long-term, you know what I'm saying, as we're preparing to get ready for the regular season. So I wish I could give you a date or a timeline like that, but I can't give you anything like that.
Do you expect to have testing today on that?
Yeah, we'd expect testing here in the very near future.
What are you seeing from your offense and your defense? I mean, we usually see defense maybe a bit ahead early in training camp. Are you seeing encouraging signs from both sides?
100%. That's what I was telling the guys at the end. There was a lot of things to celebrate and take good pride in from our practice today. Playmakers were making plays when they had the opportunity. I think you saw some vertical strikes by the offense, and also conversely, there was some great pressure by the defensive front, and some defenders made some great plays in the secondary. So there's a lot of little things to be excited about. I think if you ask me, defense might have been like it normally happens, a little bit in front the past couple of days, but offense is really. There's been some real bright shining spots that super encourage, as they work forward in this offense.
Tomorrow's going to be a walkthrough. Is that just to give the guys a little bit of a break?
Yeah, the sport science of it, which is, over my head, but they say, 3 days, to kind of reduce pace, and then a day off to work the mental parts of it. And I think that's one area we could be better at tomorrow. And so, we can lock in, even though we're not going to be as physical tomorrow, we can really tune up our mental aspect and work on that, make sure we're precise at our depths or in everything that we do, so that when we get back on the field and we're a little bit more physical, it's going to be that much better.
Just back to Mardner for a second. You talked about the process of getting him integrated into the offense. What does that look like? What work goes into that off the field?
Oh, so lots of different stuff. Obviously, like I said, individual time with Coach Moore. And one thing that's fantastic about the group of receivers and the quarterbacks that they have, these guys even get into the film room before they come in with the coaches. And so we'll integrate him in those sorts of things in those meetings. And Travis and Tommy will work with them individually as well. And then we get up to speed. Yeah, he'll probably have to spend a little extra time with the coaches. And then as we get in, we just build them in slowly and continue to work from there. We obviously had an idea that his skill sets and what we want to do with them, and so now we'll be able to start exploiting them and having them out on the field.
Do you see Marner's style of play maybe translate better in the CFL field and everything, maybe larger field, maybe more space for him to do his thing?
Yeah, I think every receiver, in the CFL, that's probably the benefit, right? So Nick's not going to be any different than anybody else, but, at the same time, we don't want to, like I said, overwhelm him with anything. We just want to build him up, keep his confidence up, and allow him to play at a high level. The receivers, DBs, it doesn't make a difference. The more confident you are in anything you do allows you to play at a higher level. So we want to continue to build his confidence and put him out there and put him in positions where he can be successful.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys.